welcome. Okay, let me put this on. Okay, let's get to it. First, let's put the bonnet on. This is my light. What you got going on? Look like a damn ship. Thank you, Michael. Thank you for being in the building. Appreciate all the energy, the protection, the guidance. And may we lead with the intent to give clear, accurate, precise messages at this time. The liberation is what I'm seeing right here. Somebody listens to like heavy metal, rock music. Ain't shit wrong with it, because I fuck with it too, you know what I'm saying? Call nature. I don't know the name of the song, but I hear it. But it was just like, where did it come from though? Here, brace yourself. I know she's about to say something amazing right now. But does she even know that we're going to be coming to her very, very soon? But it's also, at the same time, these were people that were involved with certain situations where they took, I'm hearing like bribes, kickbacks, hush money, things like that. But it's just like, I'm hearing someone saying, that wasn't funny. That wasn't even cool. Why did I even participate with that shit? But it's like, blindly. Like, I feel like somebody entered a situation blindly. And it's like, will she even know that it's me? And then it's like somebody's going to check something and be like, oh, they pay attention. They seeing it. But then it's also someone understanding like that religious stuff. You got to keep that like at a distance. You know, nothing against it. But it's like at this point in my life, it's like either you're going to be sensitive or you're just going to be accepting like, that's just who she is, you know. That's who she is. That's just the vibe that she's on. Justice. A tower moment as well is occurring. But this is definitely heavily due. Religious sentiment. Taking things. False information. Being loyal to the wrong things. The Sun card, healing, knowledge. This is like also people like admitting like at the same time, like when you're around her, it's just like, I'm hearing someone saying they're like literally like the smartest person in the room. But it's also like they're really cool too. Like somebody may have just recently brought somebody into the situation where they basically spoke on like, someone is basically saying they didn't know like something that went that far. Like, because I'm hearing sometimes it's like, you know a person's heart, but sometimes you just don't know they hurt. And then until you know they hurt, then you can understand why it is that certain people have to keep a distance from situations. And I feel like in whatever the situation is, it's like somebody is looking at it from a different perspective, because it's like I said, you don't know a person's heart until you know they hurt. And when you know they hurt, that's when you can really learn their heart, and why it's like sometimes people will be super close. Some people will just keep a distance. And it's just like, at the same time, it's just like, if you catch the vibe, you catch the vibe. If you don't, you don't. But then it's like when people deal with you, just, it's not like people deal with you just off the strength of certain things. You have to sometimes just be like, why they gotta be distance? Like, why they have to be so standoffish? But then it's like when you finally go through and realize, like, take a step back, and it's like, well, I'm on the outside looking in, but if I get a chance to just actually review, like for anybody seeing, like right now in this point in my life, it's like either you fuck with it or you don't. But like to really know, like, why are you in that way? Anyone asking me at this point is just like, it's pointless. That means you ain't been paying attention. You didn't take the time or the initiative to just like go back through what it is that I'm dealing with. If I'm currently still dealing with it, or it's just like it's just a point in time in life where, like, I gotta heal myself. I gotta do boundaries. I gotta know for sure before I even put myself out there to others, because I know what it is for injustices, but I also know what it is for boundaries. I got to also overstand and understand, for me, it's an importance to be emotionally available to people, because I don't feel it's fair to, want to be there and it's like, aha, aha, aha. Because to me, that feels like it's strange to me. I don't feel like to be in a person's energy, and I'm not super, not like you gotta always be open, but I'd rather be emotionally available so I can hear you, I can listen to you, and I can understand you, versus, somebody coming in and just being like, oh yeah, yeah. Like, no, life doesn't work like that. When you really just want to know people, and you really just, want to give a shit, you ain't gotta always give a shit, but just to be a decent human being in the world, I'd rather be emotionally available. If I'm not emotionally available to myself, I'm not going to be emotionally available to anyone else. So that's just the healthiest thing to do. And then, shit, some people have a hard time saying no. Other people, what I'm saying, they're just okay with just being open like that. And even then, so it's just like, shit, Rita, are you giving too much of yourself even when you're coming over here to do your life? But then it's like, at the same time, it's like, it's your calling. But then it's like, at the same time, I got to remember, what are you fighting for? I'm fighting for myself. I'm fighting for, my children. Like, they got to have a chance in the world. And if I don't stand up, shit, you going to fall for anything. And it's already people wanting to try to back you in the corner. And baby, I'm coming out swinging. Ain't no more falling into a corner. You know what I'm saying? It's like, nah. So I was like, you know what? I know you're a little bit tired. You've been up, you know what I'm saying? You've been giving yourself some self-care. Even though I didn't get to finish, I'm like, upset. But I didn't get to finish, but I'll finish it soon. But self-care is everything. And I was like, well, let's go ahead and do our messages and what is needed to be heard today. And let's see who can help in the atmosphere, or whatever the case may be. But also, court is now in session. Court is now in session. Let's see. What can we beat today? And we got a new piece of our deck as well. We got a new bigger card. So let me see. That was right there, so I had to make sure it's not in the camera. All right. What is it? All right, so someone needs to be aware about, oh wow, does someone not like their own kid or kids? Because I'm seeing DNA, a person doesn't like kids, okay? Also, somebody could be working around a person who doesn't like kids, okay? This could be like somebody that always try to act like that I'm hearing somebody monkeys around, like they play around too much, or it's like, they always, well, in this system, how I'm looking at it, this person is always, like, say if you at work and everybody's getting something free, and I'm not making fun of anybody, because it's like, I genuinely been there where I didn't have money and I literally had to be dependent on if somebody would be willing to buy me something to eat. But it's like, this person doesn't have, like they broke, but they be playing like they have it, like for real type thing. Like they, play like they got, like, maybe someone has a military background, maybe they don't. And it's like, instead of like a person, like for somebody, it's a confirmation. It's like the person, instead of like, it's like a person, like you can't, like you can teach them, but then you can't. Because it's like, instead of them asking a question, it's like, well, you should have to, no, it's like, ask a question. You ain't got to, get so uptight and put your head up your ass, bro. Like, it's clearly giving a man behavior. I mean, some women act like that too, but I mean, like, whoever it is just like, They might be going through it. It's like if when they get it, they blow it or something like that. Nothing wrong with it, but it's just like make sure you be responsible first. Also, something about an illusion is being revealed. Okay, but whoever this is, for somebody, it's a man that don't like kids. For somebody, it's a woman that's doing something to create an illusion, whether this is a court case or it's like someone trying to get people to get like justify something that they're doing or saying like that, or getting trying to get people on their side or whatever. And but this person is like saying somebody, like say if it's a person trying to say another person is irresponsible or they don't like kids or they don't take care of their kids. It's really them. So someone is about to find that out. Or y'all probably did, past, present, or future energy. A black female doing something with real estate or property. Liberation. Like somebody was banking on doing something to get off on doing something. Like somebody wanted to off somebody. In my situation, I've been there. So I've been there, and I know this at the same time, it's the same person that comes to my page every day. I can care less about this person's existence, but you know, instead of addressing that person, it's not necessary because they feed off of the energy, whether it's negative or positive. You got to be very careful with that sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Because people will feed off of anything. Destruction of the enemy. Like this person is probably having a conniption right about now. I'm getting like a lot of people, like this person could be calling people to get people on their side. And I'm getting a lot of people like, it's like more people are like pushing back from someone. It's like, why would you keep trying to do this? It's like, I'm getting like for somebody in this situation is more people trying to steer clear of somebody that keeps calling or trying to get people or bribing people to do something. And I'm getting more people like, don't involve me in your shit. Or it's like not a lot of people are saying it to them. It's like either they're not answering the call. Also, I'm getting like somebody could be trying to get, like it's a female that want to be part of the crew, or it's something that this person is doing. And then whatever it is that they're doing, I'm getting something about somebody getting people to place bets. This person is weird to me. Third party friends. So like trying to get, this person doesn't like play kids. But wow. I was about to say something, but I caught myself before it slipped out. But this is like a black female third party friend. So trying to get somebody else's friends. It's like trying to get, if they couldn't get someone else's friends, they're trying to get their friends' friends to do something. It might to be go along with some type of like crazy or crass statement that this person has made. YouTube tarot reader cloaking their energy in your reads. Part of the sheriff department. They could be black as well. I'm hearing Andriel, or something like that. Abiel, Adela, or something like that. Manuela, or Angelica, or something like that. It's just like, they could have recently had like an abortion or been having a discussion about an abortion, or this tarot reader that's cloaking their energy in other people's reads or whatever with this person. They could have got abortion because they could have been pregnant by somebody else's, by someone's friends, whoever they're dating. This person don't want kids. Also, I got White House officials. A White House official could have discovered something about an abortion. Yo, some people could be under watch. I want to use these new cards too. But first, let's get some of these messages out. A retirement plan, or someone could be like, okay, so someone was banking on whatever it is that they were planning to do, but a situation that they was going to retire from this shit. So also somebody was like, retire, buy a house, a property off of this. So, okay, so this is something to do with like DCF, CPS, because that card is there, but it didn't pop out, but I saw it. Don't trust these folks. So somebody that's very trustworthy, don't trust some of these people, because it's like some people could be trying to approach with some type of, some type of weird type of energy. Also, in a situation, they said out loud you were nothing. Now they're big mad because everyone in this situation, for someone, if you were dating or shit, it could have been a jump off, or you could have been somebody's dirty little secret, or whatever the case may be. They could have said to the people who are around, you were nobody, you were nothing to them. And now whoever it is, I feel like some people that they said this to, people have discovered who you are, man or woman, in this situation. And I feel like people are just like, get ready for people to slide into your DMs. I'm here, it goes down in the DMs. In the back, a neighbor in the front or across the street, or someone in the back of you. Don't trust those people, so be mindful about, the company you keep or the people around you. They have an extra group chat, subgroups, and they're about you, so someone's friends. So, like, somebody could be having extra curricular conversations. Okay, somebody said, I ain't going to be two-faced with this person. Somebody could be saying somebody's two-faced and people are realizing that someone you're not. Something about a condo. Somebody's going to be moving soon. Ooh, I'll look forward to that shit. I just want peace. Don't give me death, but give me motherfucking liberty. All right, Bitcoin. Okay, so some people could be having this bet via Bitcoin. Okay, somebody could be trying to pay for a hitman via Bitcoin. No, if I can't have you, no one can. Trojan man. I gotta get some fucking sleep. Struggle to process the emotions. So someone could be struggling to process their emotions effectively. Somebody needs to calm their nervous system. Hey, chamomile tea should be your best friend, okay? A tea tree, steam bath, or go to the fucking steam room or to a damn sauna. Calm your nerves. It's not necessary. I mean, shit, it's only what? $150 just to get you your own personal home sauna if you don't want to go somewhere. Somebody has ties to like construction, transportation, railroads, investments, call centers, whatever. Also, someone could be part of the NRA type thing. All right. Someone, a designer. Somebody could be a designer. Have herpes, HPV. Recent people you spoke to observe you in groups and observation, trying to look someone up. Well, let's make sure, if you got the herpes, why don't you go get you some oregano, some black seed oil, and turmeric, and some other things. It's more of a concoction and runs deeper, but the main three things that would help you. If not, just do a very deep parasite clean, de-stress yourself, and you won't have so many fucking outbreaks. Whoever that is. Somebody need to know that. Oh, a selfish individual. Selfishness. So whoever this is, they're a very selfish individual. Oh shit, this is pretty fucked up. A female psychiatrist watching and stalking who's very selfish and has herpes. They could have slept with some sort of designer. I'm hearing like whoever the psychiatrist or psychologist or designer is, that like they're a major like gossiper. So like, what is this, a orgy group or some shit? Have fun. No judgment. Just make sure you clear yourself up with the outbreaks. I mean, if you're going to be out here in the world, Trojan man, it always sells you an in, okay? A male relative, a stalker, a harasser, and a bully. So someone is trying to justify something that they're doing, and I feel like it's going to complete shit. For somebody in a situation, it's like literally is going to shit. A state worker. that was dealing with someone at a massage parlor. Somebody could have been dealing with a gigolo. Hey, I mean, if that's what you do, that's what you do. And who's anyone to judge you about what you do? Just be honest. You're a rare one. So someone who's very rare, people probably was saying, don't trust you. You make self-talk a habit, so it's very useful. Also, you could have people or a person who lives behind you or something like that, somebody's talking nonsense. And whatever nonsense this is, I feel like someone gets more annoyed the fact that you speak positive. That's miserable. Misery loves company. So you not joining into their misery is a beautiful thing. So for someone, keep fucking going. Just keep swimming. Feel like Dory. I need to get some sleep. Somebody is an informant. Somebody is an informant around these people. It's not my business. Somebody could be from Ireland. Teach me how to love. If you're in Philly, you got an informant around you. If you're from Brooklyn, you got an informant. Because in Young M.A., isn't she from Brooklyn? If I'm not mistaken. Because I don't get no love for those. Somebody got an informant. If you're from Brooklyn, your informant is from wherever Bobby Smurda is from. That's who your informant is from. I'm only giving you a location. I don't know who your people are. I'm minding my business, but give you a little bit of tinsy-wincy type of thing. Just here to help. Someone, you're in luck. Cured herpes, HPV. Somebody, your test results are negativo. Isn't that the blessing? Somebody has literally a clean bill of health. Because one thing for sure, two things for certain, you cannot take someone's eggs if they have some type of STD or STI. And clearly, somebody's been having a very clean bill of health for a long time. They just needed to use something to keep control. Oh, look at the squirrel. Hello, little squirrel. I ain't got no nuts. Let's see. Something about fraternal twins. Somebody be careful out here because you're going ahead and bang somebody. That's why I keep saying Trojan men. It is summertime. Please don't listen, ladies. Dress appropriately. Don't let that tight dress end up getting you 18 to 26 years of headaches and pains. For 9 to 10 months of your back hurting in your uterus. Okay? Don't do that. Don't do that to yourself. No. Well, good morning, Duval County. Welcome into the building. Something about an apartment or a condo. North Carolina, South Carolina. Okay, somebody could be working at a massage parlor in North Carolina, South Carolina. Also, somebody, you know what I'm saying, you could be getting your DMs hit up from somebody that could be from the Carolinas. Or somebody could be chopping it up with somebody from there. Just be mindful because somebody could be a gigolo or somebody could low-key be, you know what I'm saying, I just want a script right now. Ain't shit wrong with it. Just as long as you being open with it. Y'all know transparency is my policy. That reader does dark work on their customers, so be mindful about who you get in readings from at times, please. Be very mindful. So be careful out here. The reader that does the dark work on these people, it could be from North Carolina, South Carolina. This person can low-key work in a massage parlor. It says don't trust them. A Hispanic female, light skin, a pastor or a wife or paid to do voodoo. Just be mindful. Like, say if you call this person and have you do FaceTime, how you will know, just like straight up, like, hey, even if you're not into that, it's like, hey, do you do some type of work? And if they tell you, yeah, be very mindful, okay? So, get what it is that you're going to get from them, but don't reveal too much about like your birth chart or shit like that. Like, if they're going to read the energy, just allow them to read the energy. Don't be like, oh, this person is the Sagittarius. Don't do none of that stupid shit. You start doing that shit, that's how that work starts to hit on you. You be like, I gotta hit this person up all the time. Like, no, you don't. You literally only need like anywhere, if you just beginning, one a week is good and useful, especially if you don't know what you're doing. But outside of that, like maybe twice a month. When you get to a particular place, once a month or once every 3 to 6 months, just to check in with yourself. Outside of that, you're doing too much. Also, that allows you to know that you're not going to be financially responsible, because you put in your trust of what it is that you're doing into someone else versus yourself. You see? A male investment group, real estate people. Okay? This person is on your side. Nationwide is on your side. Somebody know about an insurance side type of situation. Italiano. Somebody who could be Italian. Some of these people could be of that descent. But somebody is on your side, baby. Something about housing. Somebody could know something that was going on about some housing. They could have known about some family or relative stalkers doing something. Or this is also a situation where I mentioned a while ago where there was people where I said, when it came to the crazy story, if you got to go look it up. But whatever it is given that somebody did their due diligence and they start digging, and the information that they found was 100% accurate. So let's just say it's a lot of shit that some people got targets on their heads. It's really looking, some people might want to be mindful. Very mindful. This is even like, whoever this Italian person is, this motherfucker got rank. Who are you? Shit, what's up? You know what I'm saying? I'll be mindful, player. Just let me know, you know what I'm saying, so I can make sure I can tiptoe around some shit. I don't intentionally, be wanting to release shit, but sometimes when spirit just take over shit, I'm just the vessel and I'm just the messenger. I mean, I ain't got no control, but since I know your ass is on the board, I'll tiptoe. You know what I'm saying? If this shit fall over here, I'm gonna have an idea. But whoever this Italiano is right here, hey, we good, cuz. We good. This is like the motherfucking homie that sit there, hey, don't be in here. I'm finna shoot this bitch up. Oh, you right? Okay. I ain't gonna be here for the next few days. Appreciate you. Oh, God. Like, that's a motherfucker that you be like, appreciate you. Good looking out. Something about an elementary school teacher. It's like, damn, I didn't realize this shit went through. Somebody just now realized that something went too fucking far. Or they didn't realize how deep something went. Like, somebody's like, damn, this shit was beyond deep rooted. Because I'm hearing somebody, what the fuck did I get myself in? It's people panicking at this point. You're unfazed. Some people are calling you or being called or considered cold-hearted. What a day, what a day. In a world of my own. You can't give a shit about what someone's thinking about it, especially when you've been through too much shit and you're really just trying to sort things out. People gonna call you cold-hearted. They'll call you bougie. They call you funny acting. They'll call you many things. But the relevance of it is what it is. It's pointless. It's just an opinion at the end of the day. What they eat don't make you shit. Simple. Oh, she thinks she's all that. Oh, he think he the bomb because he got his business going. That nigga is bomb. Nigga, you just mad. Just say that. Just say that. If that nigga shit popping, his shit's popping. Don't get mad at him because he rocking right now and you glocking and you trying to block and cock blocking and shit. Don't get mad at the next man about some shit that you did. Don't be mad. Oh man, don't be mad. Isn't that what Jay-Z said? Now I gotta make sure I put some Jay-Z on my goddamn roll call on my music list. A male doctor watching and stalking from the Veterans Affairs. Okay, so whoever this male doctor from the Veterans Affairs watching and stalking, he had some ties in with a school, housing. This is also somewhat with some foods for somebody. I mean, I deal with poisoning from certain places and stuff like that. Also this person also is into like hoodoo and voodoo secretly. Like they go to church. So this is like a closeted motherfucker. They'll go pay for somebody. Hey, can you go do this real quick? Can you go put them in a jar? Can you give me something so I can put it in their food? So I'll be like, I brought donuts for everybody. I bought coffee for everybody. Y'all gotta be mindful with this shit. If you know motherfuckers don't fuck with you in the office, don't ever eat food. At any given moment, if you know it's already up to 2 people and you work in a business, you go to a school, you know, you're doing something, and you know for a fact within that building it's at least 2 people don't like you, you do not ever eat food from them. You don't drink from them. No, nothing. It don't matter if it's like, oh, well, I get along with this person and this person. Don't eat from anyone or anything from that place. Especially if you know for a fucking fact that it was like, if it wasn't like store bought and it was already closed type thing, that's different. But if it's like something like they go get coffee, they go get donuts, or you know, they buy food or pizza for everybody, it's an energy thing. And if you eat that, you will ever notice that after you eat certain food, you be like, damn, why my stomach hurt? Damn, you know what I'm saying? Or it's not like your stomach hurt, it'll probably be like hours later, or you find out like you started the day really fucking great, and then all of a sudden you be like, damn, this shit ain't working on the computer. It's like, what the fuck the computer do to you? But it's shit like that. You got to be mindful. Let them sit with it. Let it go. Somebody could be showing out. So these are like people for somebody. If you work in like housing authority, HOA, real estate. If you work for a hospital, if you work for housing, if you work around children, somebody could work like in like a particular clinic, like blood phlebotomy or something like that. Just be mindful about people around you today. Okay, if you do construction, investments, especially if you're going to be around a lot of fucking females, be mindful. If you're, especially if you're a male, somebody could be super fucking moody. Maybe it's PMS. Let's just hope the bitch is going through fucking PMS. I didn't mean to call the bitch, but I called her a bitch for you, so you didn't have to say it. So you'll be okay. I mean, unless you're just a gay dude and you just be like, bitch, calm down on that shit, though. You know what I'm saying? It's all cool, but it is not. Something about Dubai. So somebody could be like Arabic and Irish. So someone could be like biracial. Somebody could be like super religious. That should be lame. Something that these people could have did around January and February is coming to the surface. They love your ambition. Keep strong. So keep going. For somebody, you got people that cheer you on in the background, whether you know it or not. Whoever this male doctor from the VA or whatever, it's like information that they're trying to retain or hold on to since January or February. But it's like something that they need to follow up on, and they know for a freaking fact with this crap right here, it's just like it's catching up to them. Especially whoever this could be. A black female with political ties, state ties, and the police. Someone, regardless of what it is, we're going to take the positives in here. It's not a lot, but some of it, you know. They love your ambition. Keep strong. You are loved for you, so don't feel judged. Don't ever switch up who the fuck you are for somebody else's comfortability. Uncomfortability is where you grow. And if they're not willing to fucking grow, they just let them sit below, okay? The more you know, the more you grow. The more you anticipate, the more you can just sit there and meditate, congratulate, educate, and you motherfucking go to different places. You see? You won't be in fucking misery. Misery loves company. That's what I heard. Something over the next 3 to 7 days, okay? For someone, stay on goal, stay on task. If there's some bullshit or whatever, don't be phased by that. You know what I'm saying? Be prepared for people to be like you cold hearted or whatever. Whoever this Hispanic dark male that's sleeping with a light skinned Hispanic person to do some type of court and spell work. Something about a direct deposit. Someone could either be trying to stop it or someone's trying to get something to you. Something about your YouTube or for YouTube, or somebody was trying to block your YouTube, trying to block a direct deposit from YouTube. I know I was meant to get one a long time ago, but people been trying to like block that shit, and that's like annoying. All right, conception, enter delivery date, January or February or something coming up, or somebody could have conceived or something like that. Congratulations to those who are conceiving, but it's also like somebody you were supposed to receive some direct deposits from your YouTube. If you do YouTube or some type of social media, you were meant to receive your payments from that in January and February, and somebody had been stopping that for somebody. It was somebody either you went to school with, somebody, if you're a veteran from there, if it was somebody where you live in like your housing, so someone could like hack or something like that. They could have hired people to do that. I'm hearing it was manually. Ishmaeli or Imali or something like that. Ishmael. I'm also hearing Manny or manually or Emmanuel or something like that. That's who they had paid to like stop something to come your way. But whoever it is, it's like your ancestors and spirit team has got to be on these people's ass. Like I feel like they everything is best served cold, I guess. I know for me, is like anybody did something stupid, it's just like, hey, I can't feel bad for you. I really won't. Like if I had asked you, like I remember when I was telling people like I wouldn't do that, and they did it. So now here we are. It's like now here we are. They ain't gonna tell nobody though. These be motherfuckers like, I don't want nobody know I'm going through it. But shit, that's gonna be one day you seeing somebody they done broke their foot. Somebody fucked up their knee, or they be like, damn, my knee, I can't walk, I can't breathe. Or people having anxiety, panic attacks, motherfuckers losing money, car accidents and shit like that. It start off real minor until it get real big. If they still doing that shit, that's when it get real detrimental. A black female hacker paid by the state and some affiliates to stop somebody's trying to stop some money from coming your way. But whoever paid this hacker for somebody, a Hispanic dark-skinned male that's sleeping with a light-skinned Hispanic dude or female, somebody that could be in a psychology department, some people that you could have met around January, February. Somebody could work for like housing authority or where you live at in your house or something like that, or some sort of subdivision. Somebody could be a designer. But they paid a hacker or somebody like to stop, like somebody you supposed to have got like an email. I feel like somebody could be waiting for some type of confirmation email, or somebody could be waiting for something to come in, and these people are stopping it. Also, someone be cautious. Something about your civil rights are being violated in some sort of way from somebody that could do some sort of yoga. Okay? Somebody could be a yoga instructor, or somebody could do yoga. But whoever it is, these people are trying to violate your civil rights. Okay? Somebody, you might want to sit down and look into that. Let's get to that. I do have this right here is very much so going to give you more insight on this situation. If you have court cases, so we have more or less who are our dirty people, our dirty officials, what is being covered up and who's covering it up on a federal or state, local, county level. So I'll let y'all know when that's coming up, all right? So we do have some power players up here. We do have state workers. We got, Veterans Affairs. We got a psychiatrist up here. We got a designer up here. So clearly some of these people got money. We got Veterans Affairs people up here. Another YouTuber. For somebody, it could be another YouTuber. If you YouTube it and your views are low, it's another person that they know, somebody on the inside or something like that. Or they could have paid for a hacker themselves or something like that. Also, it's like somebody could have, like, for me, I'm a fucking loner. I don't have friends. So, these could be people that have more friends where they report your content or some stupid shit like that. Or, what I'm saying, where people could have said, fall back, don't do that. And people still wanted to do that. A white male director from the fire department. Like I said, we're going to have to dig into this because this is too many power play people on the board. Like, this is like an abuse of authority, but civil rights is out here. Somebody's cautioned Civil Rights Act. So that's something to pay like very close attention to. Somebody, you're still in a creative space. Don't give up. Don't stop just because something is like blocking you temporarily. Don't ever give up. I'll be the first one to tell you, don't ever give up. Just because somebody try to stop you in one area doesn't mean that you give up. Anytime that you give up, you allow the enemy to feel like they won and conquer something. And that is like, anytime you give up, that's given into the low vibration. And like, it's okay to be feeling a little bit discouraged, but at the same time, still encourage yourself to say, hey, today was just a fucked up day, but in this moment, or, shit, do it minute by minute, hour by hour, day by day, literally. Especially if you just like, oh, I can't see past, today, minute by minute, hour by hour. Okay, 5 minutes ago, I actually breathe. In this moment, I'm laughing. What are you laughing about? Like, take the initiative and take the steps to just look at exactly where you are. Like, this is psychiatrists. You got doctors up here. You got other people from state, people from where you live at, and other things like that, where somebody really will look for every fucking way to try to ruin your fucking day. You want to know what? Ruin their fucking day by saying, you know what? I know I can't see past tomorrow, because tomorrow's not guaranteed. But for today, I know I got upset 5 minutes ago. But in this second right now, in this moment, I'm breathing. I'm taking it in. I'm reflecting. And you know what? 5 minutes ago, I would have just been like, fuck, 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 fuck. But in this moment, I'm just like, dang, was it really necessary? Not really. But every emotion requires 10 minutes of your time to regroup, recalibrate, and just call it what it is when it's going to be, right? And then you go on, right? These will be people that can't logically or strategically like wrap their brain around just process what's going on in the moment. Like, they got to realize what you're doing tomorrow. What are you going to be doing 2 weeks from now? What are you wearing? What are you eating? What are you doing? Why don't you know? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing to make yourself feel better? Did you eat today? Did you brush your teeth today? Like, did we go through a self-check? Keyword, self-check, before we get ready to go check someone else or go see what they're doing. Unless you already got a pre-plan about what it is that you're going to do, don't sit there and knock yourself. Someone trying to get gossip going, cousins, aunts, uncles. People are trying to get people to gossip about you. Somebody, you're going to be winning on something. Somebody, this is a group effort. Someone, you might receive a random text or some spam mail. Whoever you get this from, these people try to copy you in everything that you do. These will be people trying to pretend as if they're happy individuals, but they're miserable. These will be people that if you go to their house, they got so much parchment paper, or you see a lot of manila folders around them. Shit, even if they take off their shoes or something like that, it's just weird things. These people just do weird shit. For somebody, what I'm saying, keep doing what it is that you do. Because guess what? You inspire them to do what it is that they do anyway. Right? So don't ever get fucked up about whatever it is. Somebody could be either a Libra or a Scorpio that copies you. Or you could be a Leo or a Leo, Scorpio, or I said a Libra. I keep saying Leo. Also, it could be a Leo as well. Or you could be one of those 3 signs, and you got people that try to do that towards you. These are people that got a lot of people around them. And if whoever I'm speaking to, you don't do a lot of people. I don't. I'm not able to. I'm not able to function that much around too many people for too long. That shit is just like, ugh. Somebody's talking nonsense. Oh, I miss my kids. I know if my kids are going through it. I miss my little conversations with my Nina Bean. Nina Bean, if she getting on your nerves, fuck her up, baby. I'll tell my kids, like, if people getting on y'all fucking nerves and y'all don't ever feel powerless, my kids will be the motherfucking, they'll be like, you letting, hey, if they felt like they needed to make somebody slip and fall and bust their head wide open, hey, they had to do what they had to do. They felt helpless in the moment, and mommy's not there. Someone be like, that's not safe. Bitch, you're not safe. I mean, be mindful. A white male who stole some evidence. Okay, for somebody, if you're a guy, I don't know what your race is, it doesn't matter. It's a white male who stole evidence. They copy you, want to copy you, a copycat, and they're jealous and envious of you, okay? Weirdo. Someone, you could have ADHD or something like that. Welcome to the club. Can't concentrate for too long. Great job in a position, professional, high career. Someone, you'll be getting caught up to speed for something. Somebody, you're being elected for something. Hell yeah. No one can block you at this time. So whatever it is, even if it's like someone trying to send you email, text messages, phone calls, for somebody it'll be a forced call coming through. For somebody, they're going to track the fact of if it's a phone call that needs to get to you. I don't know what how for somebody it's your family who's trying to set you up for a betrayal or trying to block people from calling you, reaching out to you, emailing you, DM you. And I feel like for somebody, because I just seen a federal card, I feel like they're tracking these people to track who are the hackers, if you're getting hacked, if people are still in your mail. They also tracking these people if they're making phone calls, if they're connected to people. For somebody, if you had friends and other friends, if it was people you work with, I feel like they're watching all these people like all at once to try to connect to these people. So for somebody, not for so long, because I'm low key getting something about over the next 3 to 7 days. So whatever it is that they're doing for somebody, very, very soon that it's coming to an end. Okay. Also, did somebody get somebody pregnant, or is somebody pregnant? Congratulations. Or somebody's family could, like, if you don't want that and you're not looking for that to happen to you, for somebody's trying to cause that to happen to you. Like, this is like somebody hoping that you go out and go celebrate and do something, and somebody slips something in your drink or in your food and you get drunk or some shit like that, and it's some weird shit. Family is involved. For somebody, it could have been like, it's some craziness. Let's see. Somebody is trying to set something up. What is this setup? Hostility. Somebody's family is very hostile. These people are lame. Like, I know I shouldn't be laughing, but these people seem lame. Someone got beef with you in your family, whether you know it or not. This person could be a pregnant person in your family or something like that, and they got beef with you. But it's just like, let them be disgruntled. Let's be like, sit your little fat ass down. You want a cake or a cookie? You want a massage? Like, I'll go pay for you for a spa to go get your feet rubbed or something. Like, find something better to fucking do than be miserable. But somebody, you got some allies, though. You got, for somebody, they are safe. This person is really on your side. Somebody, you got people that do really fuck with you. Somebody could be, like, Italian. Italiano. I want me so good pagano. They got really good, like, I should go to Italy one day. They're pretty dope. All right, we got some people from Kentucky. Fort Campbell. Good old Fort Campbell. I remember those days. All right. We got triple Sagittarius. So somebody, you got 3 people born November, December. All right. Something about the ninth or your ninth house. All right. Jupiter, money and money businesses. You're ascended about what is to come for you, for somebody, your capabilities, those things like that. So somebody utilize the retrograde to see what it is that you looking to do, goals, ambitions, tags, set those things out for yourself. Build consistency if you're not dealing with consistency at this time. Also, call back certain parts of yourself, right? For somebody, if you did have people trying to beef with you, they could, if you're needing zodiac signs and you operate over that. Somebody could be born in February, somebody's birthday is in August, definitely in February, okay? May, we got September, we got October, something about the 2nd, the 5th, the 25th, the 11th, the 13th, the heavy on the 13th, the 10th, the 8th, and the 9th, okay? Somebody could be a Cancer, somebody could be a Gemini, Capricorn, Libra, Aquarius, a Virgo, I think I said Leo already, a Taurus, Sagittarius, or a Pisces. Pisces, Aquarius, Cusper, possibly. Whatever rocks your boat, if that's something that you need. This person can be black. For somebody, it's an aunt or an uncle. For someone, it could be a baby mother or a baby father, or that they're hacking and trying to clone your phone in your emails. So somebody, a baby mother, baby father, aunt and uncle, some black people that you could know that are still trying to hack your phone. Something about Kentucky. These people could also work in like real estate and things like that. Somebody could be born in 72. Somebody could be 27. Somebody could be 72 years old. Self-love and healing looks good on you guys. So keep healing. Fuck what these weird motherfuckers are talking about, okay? You're a very safe space in a person, People want to make you seem like you're not safe, you're not competent, you're not this. And I feel like every time that somebody in your situation, if they're getting people to like look you up or come view you or some weird shit, it's basically making them look embarrassed. Like I'm getting some people doing certain things and it's making them look like shitty people at the same time. That's pretty cool. But whoever that was. Mascatool. Is that a rifle? I wanted to know which weapon he had. That's pretty cool. Something about in 2 weeks. Somebody that they could have been consulting with from Germany. I feel like this person is like, look, they wouldn't know me. They wouldn't catch on to me. But it's like, shit, they're on to me. I don't want no parts of this. Because somebody could have got notified about going to prison. Somebody from Germany, they could have blonde hair. Something about they either did 2 weeks ago or over the last 2 weeks. Or somebody could have realized at the same time, it's like, certain shit is just not for the weak. I'm here. It's not for the me. Do they even know that they made the connection between me and that person, that last person they was dealing with? It's like, yeah, y'all, their people and their people, and y'all knew each other's people, and then those people knew those people from the Wyoming and shit. Like, somebody's like, so yeah, they know. Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius placements. Because it's like somebody was like, so they know that we used to have family from way back in the day. And then the trucker dude, that's like his cousins and people like that. And then they knew about our Dominican Republican crew and the organized crimes and shit like that. For somebody, if somebody's from the Dominican Republic and they're a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or Virgo, something that they did about the last 2 weeks, somebody could have blonde hair. They're going to be charged with a hate crime and an organized crime. Okay? Also, somebody you could be in Germany or you could be in the Dominican Republic, but whoever it is, they're going to be charged with a hate group, racist. But it's also called, they're going to be charged with organized crime. A truck driver, a hate group, racist truck driver. Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. So these people are so over the next 2 weeks, or over is either 2 weeks ago or over this next 2 weeks, or in the next 2 weeks, these people will be charged with a hate crime. A biracial couple, they both are in law, same job. Something with a mental health tech. Let's see. 1967 to 1979, Latin American Cold War. So somebody could have been using those type of tactics in a situation. It's like a moth to a flame. So the lies to a lawyer. You know, a lawyer. A lawyer. A past, recent, current state senator and a sheriff deputy and a lawyer. American black man's voodoo spiritual work, and somebody could be like light skinned that participated in this, using your money on other people or to pay off these people. Somebody could be lost in the sauce because it's like, are we gonna get, somebody could be exhausted. Somebody's realizing something is gonna mess up. Especially with this female judge that's biased in this situation. They slept with their husband's friend. Somebody could be what is it called? Sidebarring. Someone who, like, too much sidebarring in the case leads to somebody having a break in the case. Damn. Somebody was wearing a wire. Whoever this female judge is, they are a big coward. Damn. What they done did. What they done did. A white female nurse practitioner in the hospital. So somebody covered up something. So let's look into what these people doing, because we got judges and stuff like that, and they're coming on the board. So let's see what they got to say. It's about to get sticky, icky, icky. I ain't prepared for it. It's about to get sticky. We got illegal uploads and search happening in the Department of Social Security. So whatever this white female nurse practitioner and this female judge that's sleeping with their husband's friend have done some illegal uploads and search happening in the Department of Social Security. So somebody must have to ask them, why were they searching someone's Social Security? Somebody has did this up to like 27 times. And I feel like somebody's like, but why are you looking into this? Like, something is not making sense. Let's see. Self-defense tort, private necessity and public necessity, okay? Permissive joinder of parties, okay? Federal rules of civil procedures. So someone is violating civil procedures at this time. Constance of voluntary tort, not valid if induced by fraud. So somebody did something on a fraud, by a fraud case. So somebody entered something very fraudulently. A black male, part of the circuit court, corrupt judge, kickbacks and bribes due to a litigation. So somebody took a kickback or some bribes in a litigations case. Hey, the judges came out here. Y'all wanted to come play. They said, okay. Let's see what else. We got a female circuit judge, a corrupt one, a black one, something to do with a civil case. We got another, the same female circuit judge, black, or they could be Hispanic black or whatever you want to call it. A family case in a divorce. We also have them involved in some type of corruption case type that's criminal at this time. Stolen evidence at a yoga studio, or this person's yoga studio, they do hot yoga. And with them doing hot yoga, the evidence that y'all could be looking for is in the back office of this yoga studio. Okay. So whoever is this person is, they can own some type of yoga studio and they do hot yoga. But the evidence that could be missing from this judge involvement and then this white female nurse practitioner from the hospital, they could be involved with this yoga instructor or yoga studio that do hot yoga. And the evidence that they stole is in this person's studio in their back office. Now, if you realize that somebody's going in and they're waiting, either they're going earlier or classes are not doing it, or they looking to cancel something, or they looking to stay there. I feel like somebody's studio either shuts down around between 5 and 7 p.m. If you notice that they're being there longer past 9 p.m. or towards 10 p.m. and they're still inside, private investigator or not, just know this person is trying to get rid of that evidence. Confirmation. They're trying to get rid of this evidence. So somebody was hoping to move around 2100. So that was what? 1806, 19, 20, 21. So 7, 8, 9 p.m. Something about a pharmacy, Dwayne Reed Pharmacy, CVS Pharmacy, and Walgreens Pharmacy. Okay, so they're hiding about some type of medications and things that they came up with that they could have been collaborating with these 3 locations. Dwayne Reed is mainly one big location that's in the northeast coast. So you will find them, like, you will definitely find it in New York City. For damn sure. Harlem. I remember having to go to, like, in Manhattan and stuff like that. Dwayne Reed. Jersey possibly could have it. Connecticut, Massachusetts area, they could possibly have a Dwayne Reed. I'm not 100% sure, so don't take it, but Dwayne Reed is in New York City for sure. Walgreens, CVS Pharmacy, their involvement too, about some type of prescriptions or medications. I'm hearing medication manipulation. Something they did online and something that they did with a delivery. A male judge covering a crime with a hospital and a psychologist, individual in medicine, okay? Also, we got a male judge that's accepting a bribe, a kickback to cover a crime for a male police officer or a male sheriff. This one is, I forgot to, I think I have one where it could say in the hospital, individual medicine, men or female, so you'll know for sure exactly who. Also, a military sergeant major is involved in this as well. And this is a tie. This military sergeant major is involved with this police, sheriff, pharmacy, hospital, and psychological and medicine individual. So this sergeant major, military sergeant major, you know what branch you serve, so you know whatever is equivalent to what a sergeant major is in your branch, okay? We got a Arabic female circuit cut. I said circuit cut. Oh shit, somebody said cut the circuit. God damn. Because I'm hearing somebody say, shit, she is too accurate for the shit. We got, it's not like she gonna use those words per se, but I mean, in her mind, she's saying this, but outwardly, she ain't gonna say that, because she gotta stay professional. But whoever the Arabic female from the circuit courts and is a judge as well, I feel like this person could be a state attorney, a district state attorney, if not a federal state attorney. But this is a good one. And she's sitting here like, I'm hearing something about Godwin. But the Arabic female judge, she in good standing. So she's not into this corruption, okay? We got a corrupt Asian male circuit court judge that's involved in this. But this judge has ties with the military. And this other male judge that been accepting these kickbacks with the police and the sheriff. So this Asian male circuit court judge that's involved with the military people and this one that's working with the police and sheriff, okay? So clearly either they work out together, they hang out together. I'm seeing something about golf. They probably golf or do certain things, like they hang out. Something about Hoffman or McHoffman. A female judge covering a crime for a female nurse female judge covering a crime for a nurse practitioner that's a female, white female nurse practitioner in a hospital. Also covering a crime for a female DCF or CPS worker as well that was tied into this hospital. So they knew about this, but somebody sitting here like, hold up. So representation is coming in a different form, okay? Also about a missing child that's alive. A hospital, they were labeled John Doe or Jane Doe, neglected by the state and doctors, okay? So somebody is looking into this. A body, so somebody could be a missing body. A man wanting to be a female. So somebody could be setting up somebody to be unalive right along with this DCF CPS worker. This congressman, I feel like this congressman is trying to stay out of this, but this congressman has ties with a stripper escort who has stashed some sort of evidence in their locker or in their car from part of a particular setup that had dealings with this male circuit court judge that accepted sexual favors in trade from this stripper escort who has ties to this congressman. Okay. So there's a white female circuit judge that's in good standing, and they looking at this. So it's like we got 3 judges on this side looking on something like, hey, something ain't adding up. So someone try to create an illusion on the side. They could also realize somebody done set up or taken or is planning to set up a payback robbery. Somebody could be a trans. They planning to unalive somebody. A wannabe female body a person. Somebody's trying to body somebody. So it's a trans and a female being vindictive, revenge. They're mad. They're looking to set up someone to have them taken, hurt, unalive, or just be robbed. The trans just want the person for the payback and set up a robbery. The female, they're being vindictive and they want revenge. Like they want this person taken, set up. They want them robbed, pinned up. If not, they're trying to drop this person. But whoever these 2 people are, they were part of a missing child that's now deceased, and they're 3 states over. And then it's also another child that's still alive, and they're 3 states over. So whoever you watching me and wherever you from, if there's a missing child, 1 child is gone, 1 child is still alive. Also, if it's 3 kids missing, 2 of them are still alive, 1 is gone. But the other one is at a hospital and they're labeled as Jane or John Doe. So I don't know if you're looking for a girl or if you're looking for a boy. Also, if one of these that are missed, the one that's deceased, their body is starting to decay. So you might find the bones. For somebody, there's a body around the corner from the last time a search was done. Whoever this is, they did something with this situation. They work with some sort of chemicals. So they could work for pest control. They can work for environmental. They can work economically. They could be a janitor. You know what I'm saying? Because janitors do work with particular type of chemicals. Just any type of place or location you can think of that work with chemicals. Also, shit. Unbeknownst to a lot of people, if you really want to know, a veterinarian, the motherfuckers really be killing a lot of people on the low. They really do. Like most of the time, most of the killers that you really, if you really got to know how it really go down, most of the time they got regular jobs. A post office worker would be more likely to get you than anything. And people don't ever suspect, like, they got a federal job. Why would they want to? Shit. If you getting a check, why would I not want to knock you off? I get your mail all the time, so I know what type of mail you getting. And then if it's not post office workers, it's usually like, sorry to say, it'll be janitors. Sometimes it's school teachers. Um, Fast food, especially if they work fast food, and if they over the age of fucking 25 and they work in fast food, most likely, man or woman, they'll do it. They'll do it. Um, what other regulars? Pay attention to the type of police officers you're dealing with. Pay attention to the demeanor and the mannerism. They will drop a body very quickly. It will literally go unseen unless it's like you really paying attention to how people are carrying themselves, how they behave, and how they treat the people who they work with. Also, depending on rank and stuff like that, you got to pay attention to what type of people they connect themselves to. If they were like super fucking rude, every time you get pulled over, like most of the time, the cops that are really just understanding, they want to ask you questions, hey, why I pulled you over, whatever the case may be. And there's not like, well, it seems like whenever they come off real fucking hostile, 10 times out of 10, most likely those are going to be people that need to have risk assessments ran on them. Well, with the job is very hostile. Motherfucker, the job wouldn't be fucking hostile if we didn't have shitty fucking people like you. Energy is only going to meet energy. Just because you're mad about something because you didn't get the right food that day or you didn't get to have your fucking donut, it doesn't mean that you got to, this person looked like, okay, you're profiling at this time. You're profiling, but most of the time, most often than not, people that come, like, energy is going to be met with energy. You're not going to ever get mad at another person unless they already naturally have it in them before they approach you. So you can always dictate like, hey, shit, I was feeling great before this motherfucker came over. And then you be all of a sudden, you be like, now I'm having a shitty day. No, you're not having a shitty day. They just transferred the shit that they were dealing with and they put it onto you. And then, like I said, most of the time when it comes to like these unalive, those will be people that really do this shit to you. You gotta just know energy, and if you don't know energy, you wouldn't know that it's happening to you, right? For somebody who ever works with these chemicals, these people that was doing this other corrupt circuit court judge that was involved in it, one of the kickbacks and stolen investments that they got $550,000 to close to $1 million in a kickback. For somebody that got $150,000 to $500,000 kickback, bribe, paid, insurance claim, and stolen money. Another person got $100,000 in kickback, bribes, paid, insurance claim, and stolen. Also, they could have paid somebody to do unalive someone, kidnap them, frame them due to stolen money that they stole. Also, they paid somebody recently. So these last two payments that somebody tried to give someone, so they try to pay somebody $100,000 to do an unalive kidnap and stage a death for stolen money. And then for this other taken kidnap set up by a friend and enemy, they paid them anywhere between $150,000 to $500,000. Okay. In my situation, I've been there. So it's just like, damn, y'all went this far. I was like, that's beast mode. I mean, I don't feel any type of way, but it's like, you made me feel beautiful. I am beautiful, no matter what they say, 'cause words won't bring me down. Like, motherfucker, you spend that type of money to get me knocked the fuck off? Like, bro, do you not know how many fucking investments I could have made with that shit? And you want to do that for a life. Shit, Medicaid only give us like 1,000. Well, no. Medicaid, whenever you open up your major thing, you only open up 1 million. And then depending on like if you got other diagnoses and shit like that, you're worth like 3 million on its own whenever you got fucking Medicaid. But hey, I'm not the one to give people the keys to the streets. But shit, I wouldn't be giving the keys to the street if you just gave me my shit. But hey, to each his own. What else do we have about these corrupt people? I told you the chemical shit, environmental scientists or somebody that could be a tech. I told you them veterinarians, most of the time y'all be thinking y'all getting prescribed stuff and they be giving y'all prescribed medicines for the fucking animals. Like, you motherfucker, you gave me a horse pill for a horse? The fuck? You gave me a tranquilizer that'll knock out a motherfucking elephant. But I mean, we're nothing but mammals, so let's do what they do on Discovery Channel. I ain't for shit for this, man. A corrupt female DA of the police and sheriff, and a Hispanic female of the circuit court. This person is in good standing. She said, I don't want parts of this shit. She said, fuck that. But we do got a corrupt DA of the police and sheriff department. We also got a black female from the circuit court with this litigation. Juvenile case. I'm hearing shepherd dies, subsequent treatment by courts. Shepherd's sitter. A sitter? Yeah, shepherd's sitter. Unalive kidnap frame due to orientation reveal. So somebody's trying to unalive somebody because you like it up the butt, or you like to go ahead and get your bean flicked. The fuck? From the same sex? Who gives a shit? I swear to God, politics is the stupidest shit in the world. They blackmail each other over fucking, oh, well, you like to touch on boys. Well, you like to touch on girls. Bitch, this has been happening for fucking centuries. At what point are we going to sit there and just put certain things in place? Either we're going to make it right or you're going to keep bitching about it. And now I got power over you because I know your secret. Your cut is a drug addict. Who's not a fucking drug addict? Welcome to fucking America. This is America. And we still blackmailing each other about what we do in the bedroom. Oh my gosh, I thought we advanced way past this shit. It is 2025. Like, the fuck? If you're allowing a motherfucker to identify, whether he was born a man, and you allow that motherfucker to identify as a girl, you mean to fucking tell me that you still blackmailing a motherfucker about if they suck your dick or getting up their ass at this time? This is the stupidest shit I've ever fucking heard of in my fucking life. It's the dumbest shit. Like, if I can blackmail you over that shit, you're giving me fucking power over your entire fucking existence. That has to be fucking miserable. Like, I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, that shit has to be miserable. But then at the same time, it's like, I don't get it because I wouldn't give a shit. It's either you're going to know or you don't know. Because the thing of it is, what the fuck I eat don't make you shit. And who I'm fucking on doesn't affect you unless we fucking on the same person. Common sense. It just makes fucking common sense. I mean, unless y'all just fucking swingers and y'all just share each other. But I mean, shit, that's a lifestyle that's been going on since fucking war ages before Jesus even existed. Bitch, what the fuck you talking about? That's why they got fucking concubines. Fuck. It's the shit around here. It blows me. I ain't got a dick, but this shit blows me. The craziness. Somebody's like, this bitch is hilarious. I never heard anybody talk like this before. This is America. We got someone with black short hair, a shortcut, a DA from the state. Black hair male, white, DA of the state. He's sitting here like, I feel like we made a mistake here. It sounds like we have there, Dyer. Well, I don't know, Bob. This is some shit. It is. This is getting funnier than fucking Duck Dynasty. Should have used this at first. Tea is pippin' hot. It's better than watching motherfuckers shoot the last shot. And Scottie Pippen. A body is a mile away or less from their home or last seen. So if somebody went missing, they're about a mile or less from wherever it is that they live at. Or somebody was planning to like drop a body somewhere like a mile away from where they were seen or something like that. A Hispanic female from the circuit court judge, or she could be in there. but she got a kickback, a bribe, and something to do with family and divorce case. But they're also participating in trying to do something like this person could have got people to go like 1 mile from a person, or they could have got somebody to be in a person's community or something like that. This person is going to be asking for immunity because they paid for somebody in the community to try to set somebody up to take their life. Like this is sounding like somebody is still currently actively trying to take somebody's life. This is like leading right back. This is a whole bunch of more fucking females. I think I only got like a few men in here, but it's like any man going after a fucking female, you know that's like girl behavior, right? Right? Like ain't no man really concerned about what a fucking female doing. Unless he's gay and he just gotta be fucking nosy and wanna be in gossip and shit. But that shit is pretty fucking boring. But hey, to each his own. But whoever this is like they were very adamant about people not knowing it. Capacity required. Factors to examine whether a consistent is actually valid, or something that somebody consented to, or giving like legal information trying to say that somebody consented to being observed, being analyzed, cameras being, surveillance, or actually getting particular tests run on them, but it needed to be consented. So somebody's capacity required, collateral matter, a doctor not licensed to practice certain types of medicine. You know what I'm saying? Certain psychiatrists, psychologists being in particular places that they're not supposed to, and they never went to the medical school. Money hidden in a freshly plastered wall. So somebody stole some money and just went on ahead and put the money, like found like a construction site, or somebody found like some part of like their building or something like that, or somebody could have even buried that shit in the middle of the night. So somebody was like, what they doing in the night? They was trying to bury that damn money. So somebody, just in case they got their ass locked up, they went old school. Like they was back in 1983 or some shit. I might need this money, so let me bury some of this shit. Let me go take it out of my bank account. Somebody took out $103,000 and buried it in their yard. Somebody's like, how the fuck you know exactly how much we took? This person got a body buried next door to them. I feel like something's supposed to have been hunting somebody and it didn't. A Hispanic female circuit court kickbacks and bribe for this civil case about a body that somebody was trying to cover up, and this money that they've been trying to hide. Okay. A blonde hair male DA from the state. Gray hair salt and pepper blackmail from the DA state judge. I told you this shit gets for real. Sue Saponte. Federal regulation procedures. 12B1. Okay. A motion to dismiss for the lack of subject matter of jurisdiction. Yikes. What we got going on? Under abstention doctrine, okay? Unfiled warrant being used, signed, and not filed by the clerk, corruption. So somebody could have gave somebody a warrant and said, look, here, I'm going to give you this warrant so you can go ahead and go into this store and try to say that you got this. And then with the warrant that you got, and then I'm going to give to you. I see that person right there. But it's like, I'm going to give this warrant to you. You go ahead and use that, and you can go to them places that you need to. But I'm going to tell the clerk at the front office, for my admin to make sure that she don't file it on record. So if they do come do an audit, they ain't going to be able to check this. So y'all just, it's basically, it was like 3 to 9 people in cahoots about this false warrant that they did. Like they notarized it and signed everything, but they didn't file it within the court, and they didn't put it into the system. Because, say if you got audited or something like that, they try to keep the paper within them. Then they went on ahead and took the copies that they had been having within it was 9, 10, 11, 12 of them. So they had 12 of the paper circulating. Then they trying to destroy 9 of them just to keep the 3 of them. Then they try to take the copies, put it on an SD card or a SIM to save for themselves. So whenever they go hit these people at if they go to somebody's restaurant and say, hey, I got a warrant to, or they go to your apartments, they try to go to your cell phone company and they using the warrant to try to do what it is that they doing to you, that they was hoping that nobody would catch on to the fact that, hey, shit, because even if the feds do come and we don't get this done, we'll be able to do XYZ. That was somebody's thinking process. Somebody's like, God damn, you know your shit, don't you? And do. But shit, it's just, if you gotta be in criminal mind, shit, that's what a criminal gonna be thinking about. That's how it's like, that's why it's just like, it's like the way, the fact that I grew up seeing people thinking that way, it irritates me to the fact to know that somebody is like in this type of position. Why are you thinking like that? You're supposed to be helping people. You're supposed to be giving fair justice. You're supposed to be saving people's lives. You're supposed to be stopping shit like this. And then now for me to like now grasp the concept, is like, it's not to not trust anything, but it's like now my theory of how I was before, and people be like, you got to stop being like that. No, the fuck you don't. It ain't really. You still got to question everything. This is to be the reason why there's no such thing as a dumb question. It's nothing about having to ask anything. It's not sitting there being disrespectful to ask a question or anything. It's not being disrespectful to anybody's fucking authority. Sometimes you just gotta fucking know, like, motherfucker, is you good, is you bad? Shit, I'd rather question your ass and you get fucking mad and me figuring out at the same time, are you a good cop, bad cop? Are you a good lawyer, bad lawyer? Are you a good doctor or a bad doctor? Because if you don't ask no questions, these will be motherfuckers that assume. Because based off of certain laws, if you don't ask no question, they going to feel like they can do whatever the fuck they want. But the more you asking questions and you're inquiring and you asking for that feedback, the less likely are you going to have these type of issues, and you know, you can go to court and things like that and you won't have no problem. Shit, I'd rather sit there and I ain't going to look dumb for asking a question that has something to do with my mental health, my physical health, my civil rights. I'm going to ask. A female judge is covering up a crime for a male that's part of DCF or CPS crime, but also who's this DCF or CPS worker who was planning to unalive, set up a trans. Somebody is a trans killer. The other person forced to rob and dump a body. Oh shit. Human research. So somebody was planning to do human research on somebody when they shouldn't have been doing that. That's illegal. That is a violation to your civil rights. Okay? If somebody's using you as human fucking research and you did not consent to that, you did not sign any type of paperwork, you have a right, whenever you're reading certain things, please make sure, especially if it's coming to a point when you're going to the hospital and you're going to get medically serviced and the doctor be like, they ready to prescribe you something, ask questions. I don't give a fuck if you ask 1,000,001. Okay, where did this medication come from? When did they introduce this medication? What pharmacy company is it coming from? What are the pros and cons of me getting this medicine? Now, by the time you start asking that shit and that doctor be like, you know what? Don't worry about it. Just know that they was gonna use you as a fucking experiment to test out whether if that's a new medicine on the market or if that's a medicine that will be useful. If you was a person that actually always used certain type of medicines, should they already been using you and testing you? Because sometimes if you don't ever do your due diligence about certain medications, just know that you are either one, getting a placebo, or two, you're being experimented on just to see if the effects of what they generated, which is bioengineered, if it's going to be effective in the body regardless. And most of the time, more often than not, if you're a part of what is it, how you pronounce it, the disparities or something like that, or you're considered under the needed income or low income, or you're poverty, they're gonna do that shit on you. They're gonna use it on you more often than not. A human resource worker sleeping with the boss. Also, like, somebody could be a human researcher or a clinical researcher sleeping with their boss. Somebody could work in a warehouse. A female judge accepted a bribe and a kickback to cover up a crime for a hospital. Also, for a residential property manager and an owner, a water company. a VFW. I'm getting trespass to the chattel or chattel, however you pronounce it. A female judge covered up a crime for a clerk and admin female personnel. I'm telling you, charity foundation is a front from a congresswoman, so they using a charity foundation to go ahead to front this situation. So if you ever hear about street crimes, a storefront basically is a bullshit place where I can launder the money or I can pay for the crime. So this is like some people like, shit, if you do the fucking crime, you're gonna have to do the time. But this is the type of situation where when it comes to particular crimes, and then when they feel like that you don't have the intellect, for one, two, that's why it's always important to research the shit that you do. I mean, some people don't want to utilize or amplify the power like shit. You're not going to use shit that I went through against me. Shit, if anything, is giving me more power in a situation. You're just only book smart. But then at the same time, they're going to always underestimate the fact that you're not book smart, that you don't read. Just because you don't carry a degree or a PhD, they're going to always try to undermine you. And when they try to undermine you, you got to learn to utilize this right here. Not this, not that right there. Because if you're going to use this, you better have this motherfucking shit to be able to back up the shit that you saying, back up the information that where you found it from, how you got it, where you got it. And you got to make sure that whatever information that they're using, you can be able to compare, contrast, and you better have more motherfucking pros than cons when it comes to this situation, that when you're going to start figuring out about some of these charity foundations, these charity events, most of the times, those are just on a higher level or a white collar level or a federal level where they funneling the money. Shit in the streets, we call it a storefront where you, AKA money launder. This is just an elaborate way that they launder their money. Well, they don't think of it in this type of scale. Well, shit, when we do, shit, you just try to sit there and try to say we stupid. So you gonna go get Buki from such and such. You gonna get little Kiki and Tik and LaQuisha and LaQuanda and them from the fucking strip club and escorts and shit. And then you gonna bring them in. You gonna go pay the crackhead little, Chico, little Rico and shit in them to go ahead and go pay and stay in somebody else's thing because they already on low income. They already low on funds. So guess what? I'm gonna pay them to go do certain things to the person because if they underestimate the fact that you're going to be in an emotional state. Most of the time, I tell people, if you don't want to listen, that's your motherfucking life. I allow people to be dumb. Like now, I'm at a point in my life, if I see a motherfucker in danger, I can't stop you from being in danger because you're not asking for help. But then at the same time, I also speak up because I remember being in a situation, everybody knew what was going on but me. I was left for dead. I didn't deserve that. But it also taught me at the same time, you could be the nicest, sweetest person. You can be the most helpfulest person, but a person will still find every reason to want to fucking betray you. But guess what? The thing that saved your life, you better learn to be motherfucking. If you gonna be out here trying to talk all this shit, being cute ain't even the way to fucking be no more. Because cuteness ain't gonna save your ass in a court case. Cuteness ain't gonna save your ass on the fucking surgery board. Cuteness sure the fuck ain't gonna stop for people prescribing the wrong thing to come to you and it fuck up your inside, and now your central nervous system is fucked up, your peripheral nervous system is fucked up, your brain fucked up, your muscles fucked up, your brain messed up, your everything in your body's fucking up based off the fact because you didn't want to do the research. You was too lazy to read. But most of the time it'll be a motherfucker. But I'm cute though. What does your fucking cuteness got to do with the fuck you need to fucking read? If you only made it pay, it's a motherfucker on TikTok right now. He didn't know how to motherfucking read. You might want to learn to fucking read. Reading is fundamental. It's fundamental. So if you gonna be out here, you feel like you smart and if you can scam and shit like that, motherfucker, you should be able to read. And it's still motherfuckers talking about the cat in the hat. Motherfucker, you better figure out what the fuck that the guardian ad litem means. Oh, you don't know what guardian ad litem is? Oh shit, they finna take your motherfucking kids. You don't even know what the fucking guardian ad litem is. Now you dealing with DCF and CPS and you don't even know what guardian ad litem is? Shit. You the DCF and CPS best motherfucking target in the world. They just hit a lick. Oh, you don't know nothing about the peripheral system? Shit, the hospital just hit a lick. You don't know nothing about your fourth constitutional rights? Shit, the law just hit a lick on your ass. Oh, you didn't know about the voltage of your light bill? Shit, the light bill just ran a plug on your ass real quick. You don't know nothing about that filter or how to take it out, what size. You don't know nothing about measurements? Shit, AC and HVAC just got over on your ass. The importance of understanding why most of the time people be like, everything is irrelevant. Actually, it's not. You still got to keep up with it. You deal with money every day. It's people sitting here and working at jobs 5, 25, 65 motherfucking years. Baby, okay, go ahead and be the greatest slave that I've ever seen in my motherfucking life. But at least going to learn in between time. Are you going to learn another skill? Are you going to learn another trade? Oh, my bad. I forgot. You don't like to fucking read. They already just trained me on this one thing, but on this one thing, I didn't take the initiative to want to go learn other fucking things. Guess what? I'm sitting here looking at elaborate money laundering. I'm looking at people covering up the fact that when it's time for you to go get ready to go to the courthouse and you getting ready to go get a divorce, or you need to go get that social security card, you need to go get that birth certificate, you need to go file something because your landlord did some fuck shit to you. But the thing of it is, they're going to win because you can't read. You don't know the ins and outs of the situation. You don't know the depths of how far it's going to go. Because guess what? Some people don't like to listen. I ain't listening to you. You right. You ain't got to listen to me. But the same people that always say that they're not listening to you, you want to know what's the craziest thing? You either seeing their ass getting locked up, put in the grave, getting hemmed up, getting fucked up, or getting lost out here in the motherfucking game. And then the same people that they sit there and try to put to shame or try to embarrass and try to hurt their feelings, then here it is, you have me. You think you for to bother me? Oh, you leaked some old news? Oh, man. Shit, you leaked when I was over there struggling with my weight. Oh, damn. I was fat. I had to do better. I needed to hit the motherfucking gym, at least go motherfucking walk, drink, eat a little bit better. Because guess what? A lot of motherfuckers are not mentally, emotionally, intellectually, let alone financially strong. In my situation, the only benefit was a lot of them have access to the money that was meant to me. But if I didn't sit there and start studying what, to me, I was just a kid that I had all this law information in my head, not knowing that it was pertaining to the law, but not knowing that the law aspects of what I knew was also tied to the medical field as well. But the beauty of the medical field, I had special needs children, so I have nothing but a whole resource and nothing but more time but to read everything when it comes to the medical thing. Even the enemy that was already sent to be my enemy, and a person that I knew for 23 years. She went to college to be a pharmacist. It worked perfectly. She was in college to be a fucking clinical researcher. It worked perfectly in my benefit. She thinking she's doing something because she was so focused and gun-ho that she wanted that life, that I was so gun-ho and focused on, bitch, you doing that shit right, and I'm getting held up. Even though she couldn't see all the rest of the stuff, I saw that as a benefit. Okay, you going to pharmacy school, girl, what you learn? Girl, you don't want to hear about it. Yes, the fuck I do. Tell me about how y'all be mixing up the chemicals and stuff like that. Tell me about how y'all do y'all clinical research. Okay, what college is that? Baby, I'll show the fuck will listen. You got to learn. In order to grow, you got to learn, right? And baby, I was learning the hell out of everything I needed to know. Unbeknownst to her, I'm thinking on the bottom level and worried about a man. Baby, I can't worry about no motherfucking man because the man ain't going to make sure I motherfucking eat. The man ain't making sure the bills pay. The man ain't making sure I'm getting these Pampers changed and my health and my mental health is motherfucking in order when it's time for me to go ahead and skedaddle out of a situation that's not healthy for me, right? The local court admin took a bribe to hide a file. You see what I'm saying? And me going ahead and learning certain shit like that, baby, I learned a lot of things, tricks and trades to the game. It allowed me to also learn shit. She decided to become a, what is she? A Delta. Then it caused me to pay attention to the people I was in the military with. Oh, y'all was being Masons and Eastern Stars. Okay. Oh, you got the military now. They got their own little sorority for baby. I just learned to pay attention to my environment because that was the only way I knew how to survive from a child. When you have to be a product, abuse, trafficking, stolen from, you had to go ahead and deal with people dying all the time, people getting killed around you all the time, people getting raped, people getting flipped, getting pimped out, tricked out. When you grow up in that type of environment, guess what? Some people don't learn to use that shit to their benefit. Some people use that shit and they try to keep growing from it and want to manipulate, lie, steal, connive, and harm people versus let me use what I learned from my environment to do fucking better and get the fuck away from this shit. In it, not of it. A male judge covering up a crime for a male park ranger, okay? If there was a private pilot involved, the private pilot said, hell no, I'm getting the fuck on, okay? Somebody could be a frequent flyer or part of the frequent flyer program. Somebody got some type of metal out here in this damn wood line because I keep seeing it glare. Like they doing that shit where I used to watch the guys from the special forces and Pathfinders and shit like that. And they used to show me how they camouflage and shit like that. That shit used to be interesting to me. He'd be like, if you see certain things in the line, you could tell when it's there. He said, but you gotta have a really good eye. And you gotta, I ain't got my door open, so I can't really, tell the sounds are different. But they used to tell me, you pay attention to how the grass is going, how the wind is blowing. You can tell the difference about how when people stepping in the grass, about the bushes and shit like that. I used to pay attention to all that shit. But these people, they're doing the most. Something about them. Somebody's trying to figure out how they're going to do something. Rainbow child, rainbow children. So hospital people. This is a high level federal government. So we got the feds in the building. But these are people that don't know who is who, where they at, what they're going to be looking into. These people do not know. We got a community associate manager. Somebody doing something selfish. You spoke the truth and it scared them. They couldn't look you in your eyes. Somebody could be from New Jersey. Because I'm hearing that song. What's that boy name? Fetty Wap. I reckon he from there. Something about the military base people. Camden. Somebody could be from Camden. Someone wants to pop the question. A consultant. Something about mental or emotional breakdown, silent cry. Someone needs a hug. Somebody, I can just see somebody like, fuck. Somebody could be Japanese. Somebody about to be brought to their knees. So somebody could have got an email, a text message, a phone call, because I'm getting somebody going to receive a phone call while they either at work, school, or out and about. And I'm hearing somebody say, you might want to hurry up, come home. Somebody just came here. They were asking questions. And I feel like somebody going to freak out whenever they get this. Whoever this Japanese person is, they're going to have a mental or emotional breakdown. Gossip queen or king. So somebody could have got information about them being brought up on charges. Okay, this is giving part of the organized crime. They could have been gossiping about the dead person insurance fraud. As anyone knows, I am part of that type of shit. I think I've already been dead about 3 times on certain papers in different states, right? That person is beyond two-faced, who did the dead person fraud insurance, gossip queen and king being super nosy. Somebody could have ASD. Somebody could be on the lower aspect. Or somebody could have ASD and Asperger's. So temper the temper. Something about Does anybody still use Timberler? The Timberler app? I don't know what the fuck. I couldn't ever get with it. I don't know. I can't really get too much with too many apps. That shit is annoying. But I guess that's the way people operate in the world now. Social media, right? Somebody, reading is fundamental. Somebody need to put, like, set yourself for a goal. Veteran family, military affiliation. A male that works on the military. It's something about heavy military people. Somebody wants to move very militantly with this situation. Someone's name could be Milton or Hilton. Somebody could be over drinking at this time. I'm here. If you do the crime, you got to do the time, baby. But we're going to make it do. Somebody's name could be Jamie or Jamie Foxx, the music artist, or somebody could be from Louisiana. Okay, somebody got to heal. Somebody's struggling to process something. In order to, like, get those things out of your body, dance. I mean, shit, find your little space, shit. Go in the shower, play a little music, get your body going. Okay, somebody reported, damn, somebody got reported to the FBI. It could be a hospital, a nurse, a nursing home, some doctors, OBGYN, something about a doctor that works with the cancer department, OBGYN, and some surgeons. So definitely hospital or clinics, an esthetician. So somebody, an esthetician or somebody who do skincare or a dermatologist or something like that, they turned some information in about corrupt DCF CPS worker and some home care people. That was, okay, so somebody, this person could have been a Hispanic male, deputy, download trans, black male. So somebody just turned somebody in because they was tired of this. So a trans could have turned somebody in. Want to be trapped queen or king. Something about a spa day, facial massage, full body, 1 hour, deep tissue. Somebody could have got a wax recently. I'm also hearing something about the name Mac, or Mackie. Or somebody likes to utilize the makeup line Mac. You need to be alone for a while, heal and recover. Somebody got high sex drive, new energy, new face, new love. Okay, for y'all who want for the lovers in the building. Because somebody said they need love. I need love. All right, corrupt home health care, a tire shop, mechanic shop, something about a curly hair wig person is diagnosed with a disorder. Their family knows this. So somebody with a mental disorder that wears a curly hair wig, they could, deal with someone at a tire shop, mechanic shop, home health care. Somebody could be a makeup artist or an esthetician or something. Somebody could be a dark-skinned Hispanic female that do hoodoo, voodoo, or they could be friends with a lawyer or something like that can have a mental disorder as well. Something about a doctor who cannot precisely, like, figure out if somebody is still with child, not with child. So this OBGYN is caught up in something. We got Alaska, Arizona, California, Wyoming, Colorado, Idaho, Montana, Nevada, New Mexico, Oregon, Utah, and Washington. Something about what they did with some water, spring water, or something about spring. You're a real life goddess. Something about the strike price. So somebody is definitely trying to pay for a hitman to do something. I'm also hearing the name Cantman. Also, my original name was Chapman. Or Canton. I don't know where Canton is. Or somebody's first, middle, or last name could be Canton. Or Catherine. I'm also hearing Quason or Cason. Cassidy. Matthew. Isaiah. Israel. Ezekiel. Elijah, Emilio, Mercedes, something about bacalao. So someone got to be from like Puerto Rico. Damn, I could go for some bacalao. But I'm mad at these motherfuckers right now. Because they poisoned a lot of my motherfucking food. They did. That was pretty fucked up. That hurt my feelings. But it's okay. I get over it. And that just means I gotta learn how to make bacalao by myself. I mean, YouTube will show you. Somebody in a situation, they could be upset because it's like, so somebody wants to hit somebody because you're in high vibration. Weird behavior. Why would you be upset with somebody just wanting to be, I just want to be happy. Come on, let's get happy. Don't forget nothing. Forgive and let go. You know what I'm saying? You let go, let God. Forgiveness is for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Hear people out, let it be what it's going to be. But shit, at the end of the day, like the Vito song say, you got it. You got it. Yeah. I'm just singing that part because I ain't no motherfucking sing right now. They will support you, know you, study you, spoil you. Before you ask, they got it. For somebody, you got people that's going to be willing to support you. If you haven't ever had like people that wanted to support you, you will start doing that. Go where you're celebrated, not tolerated. For somebody, you were illegally put part of clinical research experiment. You have to know when you're a part of a blind study, a clinical study, clinical studies, you are meant to be paid for whenever they're doing these studies on you. Other than that, you are a willing participant to blind study. Half of fucking America, you are considered a fucking blind study. Carry on. All right, hood rich type. Somebody could be due July, August, Gesundheit. So somebody bless you. So somebody is like what? Some type of European, Hispanic, Caribbean mail trucking logistic company. Something that was going on Instagram. Somebody, you have great ideas. Someone's being paid under the table for somebody else's ideas. Okay, so somebody could have had a bright idea to pay somebody to sleep with an enemy. They were being paid under the table. Something about communication via Instagram. My news. Confirmation. A karmic masculine sexuality beta abomination. So somebody pay a gay dude to be with someone. So it's saying a masculine, or it could be a female and a masculine energy. So she could be, sleeping with men and she really like women. Or it could be a man, he really likes men and he gets paid to sleep with women. Gigolo type shit. But shit, this is also, somebody probably is currently being embarrassed because it's like, how do you lose somebody like that? I'm getting somebody like, nigga, you gotta be gay. And it's like, yikes, somebody's going through some shit. Something about 4 to 6 weeks. Or somebody could have been sleeping with an enemy over the last 4 to 6 weeks. Somebody could be same sex or something like that. Or something about someone being paid under the table via Instagram to do something to somebody over the last 4 to 6 weeks. Be mindful who you lay with. Be mindful. Someone, your hormones have balance. So if you had a miscarriage, like I did, I mean, shit happens. Life happens. Your hormones will be back balanced soon. Okay. Somebody had wanted someone to be insecure, but someone you're with something that you're doing, you're changing over the last 4 to 6 weeks. It calls you to get back balance. You're very secure. Something about stability. Something about a genuine apology for someone. A serious marriage proposal. Will you marry me? Also, April 29th and May 3rd was very prevalent. 2022. Things or crimes are coming back up. Someone born in 1983, 1995, 1986 is very prevalent. November 20th, June 11th, and October 24th. We got, if you need zodiac signs, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Gemini, Libra, or we got the ends of October, November. We got June, I'm going to say end of May. So I'm going to say May 25th to like June 28th. We got Libra, October. I'm getting more October-ish, but if anything, September 27th, 17th to October 21st. Okay. Somebody's trying to stock up on something, or hoping to do something, like somebody's going through emotional highs and lows. So somebody could be dealing with bipolar or borderline personality. Somebody goes extreme mood swings. Also, somebody, if you're in the stock market and you're day trading, always buy high, sell low. Or depending on what it is, if you're swing trading, just make sure you pay attention to the analytics and fundamental of the things that you are day trading with. Okay. So for example, if you're gonna swing trade right now, what month we're in? That was a dick move. That was very much so a dick move. It like literally went to reconnecting to this. But for those in the stock market, let me go back to it. If you're gonna buy something, we're in July, so it would have been better off to buy like at the beginning of July, because you got 4th of July. So 4th of July, people are gonna buy beer, people are gonna buy alcohol, people are gonna buy bread, they're gonna buy certain meats and grills and stuff like that. That is the perfect time to go ahead and invest in those markets. But usually you'll invest like towards the end of like mid or end of June, whenever you want to get the money up type thing, right? And then from there you make your best swing trades, or you can do it via options. The choice is yours. It's just think a little bit smarter. All right, safely detach. I was about to say safely disconnect at this time. One of my favorite songs is by Nao, Nao. So November Alpha Oscar. And the song is called Drive and Disconnect. Okay. Shut out the world for a brief moment and, recalibrate yourself, because somebody needs to recalibrate. A Hispanic female that does money wire transfers to the Caribbean to do spell work. So somebody could have recently did that, trying to play for hoodoo or voodoo. That type of stuff can cost you your life. Someone needs to stop that. Somebody's name could be Deborah. Somebody's name could be Melissa. Okay. Also, I'm getting something about Miranda. Something about Oakley sunshades. So somebody likes to wear the Oakleys. So someone could be a police, because you usually see cops wear Oakleys. But they are really good sunshades. I ain't gonna hold you, because shit, we use that shit in the military and shit. Good sportsmanship. Somebody could be like, yo, good like teamwork. Can I high five you? No, I don't want to be touched. Something about vaginal delivery or OBGYN. Also a psychiatrist or a psychologist. Always know what you're feeling in the moment. Please, people, make that a fucking importance of every day of your life. If you don't learn shit else from my fucking stream, know what you're feeling when you wake up and start your fucking day. Okay? Because if you don't know, take the time to figure it the fuck out. Because if not, you're going to allow people to fuck up your day just because. And they're going to do it because they can. Inner and outer child work, remother and refather yourself. If your parents are not being fucking parents, I have no parents. So at the end of the day, I have to be my own mother and I have to be my own father. Be the mother and the father to your motherfucking self that you wish you would have fucking had. And when you get to that place, where do you go from that? Right? Try a guided meditation is very useful. Somebody get busy at planning. Find the things that like arts and crafts and those things that actually make you happy. That's gonna actually allow you to explore yourself on a deeper level. Like rediscovery is very important, especially when you're going through recovery. I don't care if it's mental, emotional, drugs, sexual. Going back through those type of things is very fucking prevalent. Okay, it's useful. If nobody else tells you that, I will. Okay. Something about people are wanting to heal. Also, be mindful of trauma bonds. Okay. Family life, home adventures, wife, children, husband, things like that. Somebody didn't want that, but somebody could want that. Special delivery. I need that. Special delivery. All right. interlocutory injunction is very important at this time via court case situation. A corrupt white female circuit cut, or said circuit cut. Somebody is like, God damn, how do we shut this person down? I'm not a fucking robot. Somebody keeps saying like, is this person a robot or something? Is this a cyborg? I don't know. Maybe an alien, possibly. I don't know. We got some corruption going on right now. There's major conversation going on about a post-trial motion with government entities. So there is right now post-trial motions and government entities having conversation, interlocutory injunctions, and something about taking a private flight to meet somebody about having a conversation about something, okay? Also, a body is within a 1 mile radius upon entering a 1 mile. 1 mile. So somebody could be in a wood line. So upon entering a wood line, someone is within a 1 mile radius of wherever people, I don't know how long or how big the area is. Also, someone, be mindful that somebody, if you're having a situation where somebody's trying to hide a crime or do something towards you, for somebody, the body should be placed 1 mile radius upon entering wood line. Someone is hiding a crime for or around a national park or for a park ranger. So somebody could have, paid somebody who was an old ranger, military, something like that. Or they could have tried to hire someone that they thought would be a complete stranger. You wouldn't know. Y'all just be mindful about certain shit whenever you start speaking about these things. Somebody could be hoping someone goes out 5 miles. A female judge covering a crime for a male nurse practitioner who could have got rid of a body from 5 miles from where they lived or something like that. These are old crimes. Somebody could have did this around December 6th or June 12th. Or this was one of their collaborated time frames of when they wanted to do a crime to someone else. A judge that is a female in a same-sex marriage, corrupt kickback, corruption. That's also part of this woodline crime of trying to take somebody's fucking life. These people are like geniuses. Venue, transfer, judicial discretion. So someone is trying to get the case off their hands to give it to someone else. If I was a judge, I wouldn't even fucking touch it. You started it, close it. But this is like someone knows that someone's closing in on exactly what they're doing. Whoever could be trying to do this venue transfer or judicial discretion, they are part of some type of missing child who's alive that's being trafficked between the age of 7 and 11 years old. A crime being covered up for another jurisdiction with a corrupt DA of the state, with a Hispanic male of the circuit court, with family divorce. So these people are trying to work together. I'm getting something that's coerced or something like that. Trying to cover up a criminal case for a juvenile as well. So this is like detention centers. A judge that is a male in a same-sex marriage getting kickbacks. They could have gray hair or salt and pepper hair. DA, they could be a DA or a state judge. Something about a tort feaser, a civil wrongdoing, a tort. So something about a tort of, a tort feaser. Fesser. Research in the data analysis department. So someone needs to go look into the data analysis department just to analyze exactly that everything is getting put back into the system effectively and efficiently. Taken and kidnapped, set up from a friend and enemy. So somebody in this situation is getting pushed back onto someone else. So the lower end of the people in this situation have to take this. Something about the name Laurel or Laurel County, Laurel. So that could be someone's name, first, middle, or last name, or this could be a city, a town, or a county, okay? Also, somebody used Maybelline products, or somebody's name could be Mabel or Maybelline. Taken, kidnapped, set up by a friend and an enemy, stolen evidence, could have got another person that they know to hide the evidence about what it is. I'm getting somebody could have used like those SIM or SD cards or something like that to take the data off their computer, and then somebody could have just like try to get somebody to shut down their computer. Okay, this could be a judge, this part of a criminal case, a family divorce case, and a civil case. We're going to leave that there because that was like, yikes. But we do have some good standing officials on the board. We got a black female. It looks like it's the only people trying to be smart in this situation. We got an Arabic one, a white one, a Hispanic one, and one black one. So we only got about 4 people out of all these other corrupt individuals that's actually like looking into the situation. They could have got a little bit flustered for a little bit. Local court admin took down, it's a takedown. Because it's something about some files that they could not find. And it's like, so why are we still, it's like somebody could have been going into somebody's courtroom and they watching a case go on, but it's like, but where's the file? And the fact that the file wasn't found, that's how the fuck y'all getting found out. Especially if it's something to do with litigations. So that would have led to a whole bigger private investigation. So which leads to state senate. That leads to a major a state senator, commissioner, questioning the evidence in the support of whatever this case is that they presented. So someone is asking questions about, okay, so what is the point of those people? Westlaw got threw out, and it's like, why did you throw out the Westlaw? Like somebody's getting questioned. So some people are getting questioned at this time. So someone, if you're dealing with hostility, if you're dealing with people surrounding you, if you see certain things in your area, that, you know what I'm saying, a female judge covering a crime for a female police officer or a sheriff at this time. So someone, you know, be mindful that if anything is going on, it's going to be considered a female judge covering a crime, especially if you're running into issues with police or sheriff. Also for somebody military, a lieutenant colonel, that these people were plotting to get people either from NRA or military to go ahead and get you set up. This person could be in your wood line if you stay near one, so be mindful. A corrupt female from the state or a district attorney of the state could be involved in this. Missing or hidden from a 5 miles to 10 miles from your location. A stripper or escort that's part of this crime. And the female judge covering a crime for Department of Homeland Security personnel. A state senator and another judge that was accepting sexual favors and trades for this. So they were going to allow certain things to go on in this situation, okay? So y'all be mindful. I'll catch y'all here in a little bit.